Hey, hi, hello. Apologies for longer than usual start time. Good evening, and hope your week has been going well so far. We have had a slightly more eventful week than usual, only because of yesterday. I had like some significant errands to run. To say this is the kind of stuff that could like easily influence my future and what have you. So I went out and did that. And since it like took me to a part of the town that I usually didn't go, I just did some extra shopping on this side. But I could probably talk about some of that again here, because we are going to continue on our Grid 2 journey. Last we left off, I guess ESPN secured exclusive rights to show WSR events, and now this is what's happening. So guessing in game forms is going to take the form of just an event mega mix, where we're going to be doing all the event types and all the locations just mashed together into a variety of tournaments. So without further ado, let's get in here. Continuing this career. And before we actually do any WSR stuff, let's do the vehicle challenges and promos, because hey, that's stuff and we're not going to get to do the stuff later on, so might as well do it now. Back to Okutama to win this other card that we did not have.
Okutama is a great place to practice getting your car sideways in a drift. The sweeping bends are ideal.
So that's why initial D is kind of
You need to improve your performance through
there,
Sector
right?
1.
I had friends who were like big into initial D. I remember them just raving about it in like middle school and stuff. Or was it high school? Well, we talked a lot about it when we were like still in school. It was like to the point where they had like a trading card game come out, and they actually like got booster boxes. They even got like a tournament kit, right? They got like that you know, the promo cards and the prizes and stuff you're supposed to give out to people when they win tournaments. Yeah, and they played that like a few times during lunch. I wonder if there's like still product of that around somewhere. I imagine it's probably selling for a fair amount of money because it's like initial D and it's been discontinued, so it's like vintage TCG product right there. And again, given with how many TCGs are like out there, it's also very likely that it just might be cardboard now, right? Just not that much more valuable than the cardboard it's printed on. It does feel like, at least just to pivot on subjects, when it comes to like advice, you know, when kind of managing talk about your interests, like kids might be into, is people always say, don't try to diminish them, right? Don't try to like, you know, make fun of what they like. To that end, I always try to remember what it was like when I was a kid, right? Remember all the stuff I was into when I was a kid, and my parents and certain adults just relentlessly mocking me for it. Like, yeah, I don't want to be that kind of person to kids these days, right? Sure, I might not be into the things they are into, but I'm gonna encourage it as long as it's a good thing. I'm gonna try to understand it, maybe participate in some of the stuff they like too. Of course, it all depends, right? Yeah, my nephew is big into things like Minecraft and Roblox, so I'll gladly participate with him with that kind of stuff. But when it comes to things like, say, Hello Neighbor, Baldi's Basics, or Five Nights at Freddy's, you know what? Sorry, but your uncle is not as much into that kind of thing. No, he tends to be pretty accommodating for that kind of stuff. He'll be disappointed, but, you know, he's got so many activities, so many things to introduce me to that can't do like, you know, the horror-related stuff. That's cool. It's usually cool with it. That's cool. Okay, we're about over 3/4 of the way through the time limit, and unfortunately we're only 3/4 of the way through the race, so hopefully the rest of this section isn't going to be as tricky. Maybe I should learn to actually drift. Maybe that would help instead of just brake turning. Oh, thank goodness they let me flash back here. I was worried that I would be hammering Y and then just watch my car helplessly spin out. I'm guessing this must be like the entire length of the track. I've got like whole ass almost 4 minutes to try to clear this time on. Unfortunately, if our current performance is any indication, we might not reach it. We might not meet that target. Oh, we're probably, it's either gonna be very close or we're just gonna miss it entirely. Yep, that's it.
Well, you've done a good job of smashing your car up at least.
Wow! I mean, yeah, he's right to be very, shall we say, disappointed, but wow. Objective failed. It's a great way to start the stream with a very definitive
Don't worry about it, pal.
failure.
There'll be others.
Nope, there won't be others. I won't be able to get to this once I wrap the season up. I gotta get this car now. FOMO's kicking in, the completion center of my brain. Once this car, even if I don't end up using it at all. There, I did a drift thing. You know, it took me a while to realize that the type of road that kind of like doubles over on itself, kind of. Well, the way it looks like it does that. It's called a switchback. Did I already bring that up? But yeah, now I know it's called a switchback. I can see why they would call it a switchback, because that's kind of what you're doing, right? You're kind of switching directions back and forth. Feels like a racing game isn't complete unless you got at least one of those in there, especially when you got driving games, right? Ones with the real-life cars and what have you. If your real-life analog racing game doesn't have a switchback section somewhere, you're done goofed. Like, I can't think of a game that doesn't have a switchback section that isn't like a game that has like real-life brands and what have you. Like, I'm pretty sure every Forza game has had some section. Right, both Horizon and Motorsport. I know Need for Speed definitely has it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Crew games had it somewhere too. Oh man, speaking of the Crew, I picked up the Crew 2 during the Steam sale because it was like super duper cheap, right? Their Mega Ultra Hyper Deluxe Edition was only like $10, and I figured, hey, you know what? I could probably get $10 worth of entertainment out of the Crew 2, which would basically be me just streaming it from beginning to end. I remember playing the Crew 1 like a long time ago, and that was like, the game itself, right? The whole conceit of driving from across the entire USA, at least the condensed version of it, was like pretty cool. I just remember like the hyper serious story they were going with there about, you know, the guy whose brother was killed by a gang, and now the guy's like going all over the USA to dismantle it or take it over or something like that. I remember the Crew 2 just like not following that plot line at all, going with a completely different plot. That happens to be even more inconsequential than the Crew 1's plot. I guess it ends up being lighthearted, which I guess might work better for a game like that. Or at least it feels less cheesy than, you know, tromping across the entire country to dismantle a game. Now it's like, no, you gotta go across the country because it's part of the extreme sports event we're doing. Extreme racing event. Not to mention they have like planes and boats. I imagine that probably got some people interested. No, Forza doesn't have planes and boats. And what, they had like a third game coming, the Crew Motor Fest, and that's looks like it's dispensing with the entire go across the entire USA thing entirely, though. I guess after 2 games, the concept starts getting old, but even that, it's just people. I see people just comparing it very directly to kind of the Forza and the tone, sort of the gameplay style that takes. It's like. They had like a beta recently. I don't know if it's still going. Maybe I'll see if I can. Let's check out some videos. It turns out to be like a halfway decent Forza Horizon clone. I might go for it. Because I don't see too many sort of Simcade type of racing games around. Certainly not ones that still have like some degree of realism to them. Oh my god. What is with this time limit? I am still on easy, right?
Yeah, you didn't do enough to keep her. Sorry, man.
Well, at least radio guy's trying to comfort me. But 2 seconds. I just need to get my racing lines a little bit better and I can nail it.
These are perfect conditions for racing today. Take it home.
I can hope. Hopefully this entire stream isn't just me trying to beat this time here, because, man. I might need to double check the difficulty. See where it's at. So part of me wonders if difficulty even like influences the targets at all. Maybe like they have region appropriate exclamations. It's a real good thing I don't have damage on, because I feel like with the bumps and turns I'm taking, this car would be living in a scrap heap by the time it rolls over the finish line. Oh geez, oh man, oh wow, oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna take that, rewind it back. That was like a crash worthy of burnout though. Oh man. So was that one, for that matter. Wow. Is it just me or flashbacks are just like really consistent here? I feel like I have not had any issues with them. Then again, my car hasn't been perpendicular to a wall either. Too bad this isn't like Need for Speed and there isn't like some sort of shortcut we can access. I think I feel like if there were... Yep, there it is. Perpendicular to the wall and then... no flashback. Actually, I want to return to... main menu. Retired. Yes, I did. Hopefully I didn't lose out. Hopefully I'll be able to try again. Ah, so close to 500.
Promo events are one-off races that showcase something
says
different
to
to
the
the spectators.
spectators. difficulty you have. See. So we're gonna dial that down. If that influences the time limit at all. If they even give us like 10 seconds. If they even give us 5 seconds. That's all I need. 4 minutes! Okay. Okay. So difficulty does influence the time limits. Alright. Well, we can maybe dial it back up once we finish this event. I do appreciate adjustable difficulty levels, though.
Okatama is a drifter's paradise. Get the car sideways and carve yourself a path through the mountains.
Although, geez, this is being something like the highest
we can celebrate
difficulty.
tonight if we get another good result here.
The time to beat will probably be around like 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes 20 seconds, which, woo, gotta be some like driving master to clear that time, man. Woo. Oh, everything. Oh. This ain't the Matrix. I don't want to ride on the wall. Oh yeah, that was a drift right there. Maybe not the best drift, but you know what? I didn't hit a wall during that drift, and I'll consider that a win. That was not a clean drift, sadly. But you know what? I still didn't hit a wall. There we go. Thought I could make it through there, but feels like a chain reaction of events. Once you hit a wall, you just start keep hitting walls. I guess you could kind of equate it to what could you equate it to? I guess it's like a wobbly figure, right? Those figures, right? Those wobbly dummies, right? You push them down and they get back up and balance themselves. They always have to swing for a bit until they kind of reach their equilibrium. Right? They use up all their momentum. Amuses me about this game. I don't know if I've ever brought this up, but man, this game starts with that classic Intel sort of intro jingle that you used to hear a lot. You know, the one that goes do 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 do, right? And shows like a CG version of their hardware. It's like not something I see in games these days. Never used that specific kind of thing. No doubt there's others that persist, like, say, Unreal Technology, Unreal Engine, sort of splash video. Jeez. Ah, see, I sort of went perpendicular there, though I guess I didn't stop perpendicular there. And that makes all the difference. Oh, wow, out of flashbacks, okay. I pretty much have to roll with whatever I got now, just like I did there. Oh my god. Well, hopefully those 10 extra seconds will be enough leeway for me to finish this last section. Although, you know, 3/4 of the way through the race and three-quarters through the time limit, I think I might be okay. We'll see. I'll probably cut it close, but seconds ago, and you know what? That's GG right there. Just gonna restart. Oh my god! Why did this bonus event suddenly gain hands? I mean, I get it. It's like late in the game, so they gotta up they gotta raise the bar, but. Might just keep it very easy for the next invitational as well. Notice that despite having it very easy, I still only get 5 flashbacks. I guess they don't want to make it like a cakewalk. Right? It's only supposed to be very easy. We're just gonna give you a lot of guidance, but you still gotta put in a little bit of effort, right? You still gotta accelerate and brake at the right times and turn as well, know your driving lines, what have you. Right, you still have the training wheels, but they're not gonna go easy just because you have them. Whew. Sorry. Rather sneezy as of late. It's been a while since I've been sneezy like this. I feel like places I've been before. I don't know. As a kid, I had like pretty severe allergies, right? I think it might have been like brush cut grass or like the pollen composition of the place I grew up in. But I remember just having a stuffy nose and a sore nose and blowing a lot during summer. Kind of made me not really go outside all that much, except when my parents made me. But as I grew up and I like moved all over the place, I stopped having allergies, so I had to assume it was just like whatever was in the air at home. Now, I guess where I live currently, has started to have some of that, so I'm trying to sneeze again. It's like either that or like go to like a really dusty area that just kind of starts really irritating my nose. I just go into a sneezing fit. I feel like it's like the other thing with me. If I sneeze, it's rarely once, right? I always sneeze like several times. And I guess just to like earn the ire of some people, there's one teacher in particular I always remember. Whenever I like go into a sneezing fit, like give me this weird death glare, and then when I finish sneezing, she'd be like, "You done?" I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Sorry, I have an involuntary bodily reaction. I don't find this pleasant either, and I'm definitely not doing this to spite you. But, I guess I'm just glad she didn't do anything worse to me over it, besides just being extremely condescending about it. In my entire history of me being in school, I think that teacher who would chide me for sneezing was like the only teacher I absolutely hated. There were other teachers where, yeah, there were definitely parts of them that I disliked, but on the whole, I'm like, you know what, I appreciate them and appreciate what they taught me. But yeah, that one teacher is like, nope, screw him. Yes, I should be happy that I only have one teacher that I really disliked, because I know I've grown up with a lot of other people who just end up having a whole host of teachers, or worse yet, like an entire school staff and student body that they hated. You know, from what they tell about it, it's like, yeah, I don't blame you at all. But it's like,
you can never have too many cars. Good going.
wow, the time I turned down my difficulty is the time that I could have beaten it. Right? If I kept my current one. Ah well. It's not like difficulty matters much for this anyway, just Usually if they have any difficulty related to achievements these days, it's usually just do X on the highest difficulty. At the very least, like, don't do X on the easiest difficulty. You can do it on anything other than that. Oh my god, we almost hit 7 million. That's a lot of people.
Don't pass up the
Comfortable number
opportunity
of
to
people.
acquire a new car. Have a look at doing a vehicle challenge.
Still 2 remaining even after I completed the other one? Alright, off to the Red Bull Ring, I guess. All the singletons before we get into the WSR series. And how many of those there are? I feel like that would
There
probably
are
take up the
few
entirety
corners
of
that
the
can
stream.
catch you
and
off
then
guard.
we'll see if they
Time to
have another
focus.
season after that. That can't be it. This has got to be it though, right? This is kind of hit the
You're not
climax.
getting this car for free. You need to earn it.
Yeah, I like every other car. Only a minute 10, so at least it won't be a marathon. I wonder if this one has like proper cuddling penalties like that arena track did. That's a pretty good way to combat because you know people in game will do that if they don't have any sorts of repercussions against them. Oh jeez. Tried a bit too hard and I spun out. Wow, well, let me rewind that one as well. Okay, so I think I need to go even slower. Just really take it slowly. This is not a drift-friendly car, apparently. I think I could probably turn the difficulty back up. That target time might be rather handily.
Nice work. She's coming home with us.
I probably would have beaten it handily still, even if I turned that back up to easy. I think I'll do that. I'll change it back to easy.
Don't pass up the opportunity to acquire a new...
Alright, just one left. Sir, left, easy. Oh wait, nope, don't want to exit. Keep on playing. Get through this whole season tonight. And it all starts with the Competizone, the Alfa Romero, going to Yas Marina. 211.
In Yes Marina, every corner is unique, so keep your focus.
2 minutes though.
This car will have a tendency to drift through the corners.
I just
Use
noticed
it to your
there's
advantage.
ESPN branding on this thing, which I guess makes sense because you know ESPN is got the exclusive rights to WSR. Man, it's still weird they would tie it to real life branding though. Guess it makes sense given this game came out in 2013. I think that was like kind of sort of prime time they did the in-game ad stuff. Hey, bro! Ah, hello! Belor3ST? Is that how I pronounce that? Anyways, welcome. Thanks for checking me out.
Nicely held. You picked a good spot there and passed your objective.
Oh, cool. I guess, did an optional objective. I like it. Another sponsor satisfied. Hey man, how are you? I'm doing quite well. It's the middle of the week and things have been pretty good. I managed to like complete some major tasks, the big errands. So I feel fairly accomplished and I think after this stream I'll probably do some prep work so I can like make some meatballs. It'll be my first time making homemade meatballs. I look forward to it. How are you? How are you doing tonight? I hope you are well. There we go. Finally got that turn. Mente, I'm from Brazil and I don't understand some things, but you're a good pilot. Yeah, thank you for the follow. And thanks. Yeah. I like to hope that, like, I'm an okay driver. I know I'm not the best. You see, the way I kind of take turns in there, I'm definitely not doing them completely clean, but I'm doing what I can. I do enjoy racing games, which is why I play a lot of them.
You can never have...
I definitely kind of expanded my reach on these racing games. I've played a lot more than I usually do. Like, most of the time I've been like maybe Forza, Need for Speed, but I've touched on so many more nowadays. Ranging from things like Grid here and to other ones like Red Out and Grip. This game is very good. I agree. Grid 2 has me hooked.
Use everything at your disposal to come out
Like,
on top.
Not sure what it is, but maybe it's because of how. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something about it. I think it's. Something about it has me hooked. I can't quite put my finger on it, but definitely find myself playing my whole way through it.
Most of the track is flat out, so winning takes guts.
I wonder if it's because it's like
Okay, cars are filtering through. Get ready for the start.
definite
Find
structure
a
to
harmony
it.
between power slides and traditional racecraft, and we'll have a shot at winning.
Wow, this car's speed kind of threw me for a bit. I was like, oh my god, this is real fast. I feel like I'm playing Burnout.
You're passing cars at a good rate. Keep it up.
Might have to do with like maybe the variety of events and the way I feel better acclimated to the handling of this game, and the way they kind of let you tune the difficulty to your liking. So, you know, you're maybe not the best racing game player in the world, you can still have a good time in this game. What's my favorite game? I think it always surprises people when I mention it. Burnout 3. I think I always have to credit that one with the game that kind of really got me into sort of the arcadey style racing game to begin with. It's super exciting, super fast, and every element about it just
doing everything he can to stop you. Pick the right moment
came together in a way that was perfect. And there were definitely frustrating moments about Burnout 3, but overall, I just enjoyed it all the way through.
You're on track to win. Don't get complacent until it's in the bag.
Do I play Valorant? No, I don't play Valorant. That's not really my thing. Hey, don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching people play it, and I know a lot of people do play it, but man, its brand of FPS is maybe a bit too methodical for my taste. about you, Feeler? What are your interests? Is Valorant one of them? I imagine it has to be. Sorry, pace car.
You need to overtake this car soon. Make your move.
Oh man, what is my next point scoring car? Oh well, I already got a lot of points, so maybe this ain't too bad. I keep on saying this, but I wish games, gave you the ability to kind of just, at the very least, turn vibration off by default or something. Maybe it's just something I just need to look up. Just, hey, how do I just turn this off? Is there a good way to turn vibration on my controller? You know, if I'm honest, I'm surprised this controller still is very, very, very functional. I think I mentioned it already, but using a 360 controller, it's a wired 360 controller. It still works like a charm. I bought it like a decade ago. Right? The only thing that's kind of noticed about its age is that the sticks are super worn down to the plastic, right? A lot of the rubber has been worn off, but other than that, it's like, wow. This thing still works like a charm. The one Xbox product does last. Now we find ourselves up to 7.25 million. I assume we'll easily break 10 million either now or later. Ah, okay, so the other promos will come later. So not left to do except start these series here. The race series. Start in Chicago, go to Miami, and then California. And they put all the USA tracks together. I was hoping for a bit more of a mega mix than just we put all the tracks into the same season. Maybe that'll be season 5, where they finally mix and match the tracks and event types. Which car should I pick? Maybe I should get the one with the most acceleration, which would be the Ford Racing UT. Oops. At 30 podium finishes. Good old Chicago. It's been a while since I've seen you.
I can't believe we're racing in prime time on ESPN.
Yeah.
Big time, pal.
I'm guessing it's prime time EST, right? I'm gonna say while you the traffic lights have changed, but I realized no, this must be like regulation. Start signal lights. Tapped out there. So it's 3 laps. Get away to the front here. Gotta defeat Bruno and everyone else for that matter.
You're in the top 3. Try and make it a win.
That's what I'm aiming for, man. That's what I'm aiming for.
Second place.
Oh yeah. Get too nervous. It is 3 laps and we have not finished the first one yet.
That's put you in the lead.
Yeah, let's go. 2 whole laps with which... Wow. Can't believe I got sideswiped there. Alright, did better. Honestly, when it comes to FPS games these days, I prefer co-op. I prefer more co-op style games, so... If you give me something like, say, Left 4 Dead, or Back 4 Blood, or Killing Floor, I'll probably be more likely to check it out. Or you Payday.
Okay, first lap. Let's have more like that.
I think my FPS skills, when compared to most people who play competitive FPS games, is way less.
You need to extend that 5-second gap. Third place is still a threat.
So, in that case, I would much rather just face off against computer-controlled enemies, because they tend to be more predictable, more manageable, most of the time less aggressive. That's where I stand anyway. Co-op shooters. So, Remnant 2 came out recently. Last Tuesday. I made a mention of that, but boy, everyone has some really good things to say about it. They seem to really dig it. And me over here has not played through the entirety of Remnant 1. I think I figured out the problems is because I was playing it on my potato PC back in the day. Like last I touched it was like 2020, and that was definitely a potato PC period. Not to mention, I think my home situation is different too, so a big game like Remnant would have been a lot more cumbersome to download and play. Talking with this amongst my friends, trying to figure out maybe if we wanted to do Remnant, but
nice driving. That's the fastest.
There's like more than 3 of us. That's only like a 3-player co-op game, so I think I'd have to gin up some different arrangements for that. Or maybe I'll just play through it solo. I mean, it's probably not the ideal way to play Remnant, but you know what? I want to at least get through that. See what it's all about. Because I know people have had good things to say about Remnant 1. You at least want to see it. Pretty good. Ooh, you know what? What if I just made like a stream out of that? Just play Remnant. Excuse for me to play Remnant. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I'm really eager to get into, especially since it seems like, as far as initial reports are saying, the report seems like a pretty good one, right? There's no catastrophic bugs, no game crashing errors or anything like that, so hey, good on the porting company making a good port, right? I kept on meaning to say it during the last 2 streams, but I guess it just slipped my mind at the end. But yeah, Sunset as I said on Monday, Sunset Overdrive will now be a Sunday thing, because yeah, I don't want to wait to start Ratchet and Clank, and so that does mean that we won't be playing anything new for a week or 2. Luckily, Sunset Overdrive maybe has 1 or 2 sessions left in it.
Don't get knocked off.
That should be wrapped up soon enough. We'll probably need 1 for the final part of the game, and then 1 more for the DLC. Because those 2 DLCs are, if I remember correctly, they're like pretty short. Even if you take out like all the side activities and what have you, they tend to be pretty short.
Keep an eye out for split routes. We don't want to end up
And
at
now
the
we go
barriers.
to Miami. Now, I was in Florida like a really, really long time ago. Obviously, we went there to visit the Disney parks. At least we did for a
Make
day.
our team look like amateurs by being involved in a start line smash. Control it.
Yeah, other than that, I haven't been to Florida. And given the way it is now, I don't know if I will want to return. Eesh.
Good. Keep it up.
I really should, like, maybe just find some sort of online site where you can just make a whole list of the stuff, like games I've played, games I've beaten, games I want to visit in the future. Just for the sake of the viewers and for the sake of me, just to have a good kind of reference sheet on hand, so I know what I've done, what I've looked at. I've definitely put a lot of games under my belt. I started with vtubering. I remember that being my very first. Voice of Cars, I believe. I only did the first one. I still had to play the other two. I have the second one. Kind of sort of saving it for when I get my life.
Okay, first lap. Let's have more like that one, okay?
I think after that was, I believe, what was Ayuden Chronicle, right? Ayuden Chronicle
That's
Rising.
some driving. Holding on to first.
Playing as well. I did Cat Quest 2. Obviously Mega Man Battle Network, the longest 5 minutes. Other things in there as well. Oh my god, I really do need to sit down and just hash this out, make a list of it, so I know what I'm looking at. There we have. It's been a year, and so already things are starting to blur together. My
You got
goodness.
5 seconds on the car behind you. Stay focused and keep the lead.
Very soon about to start Ratchet Clank. I should probably start that game up before I start streaming it, so I can get all of the settings down. Make sure it's all good to go and optimized and good looking and whatnot.
That was the fastest lap this race.
Man, I love it when they do Doppler effect stuff in games. Just hear the sort of zoom, right? That sort of sound that here, right? It sounds like it's coming to you, and then when it's coming away from you, it sounds a lot longer.
You got a 10-second lead on the car behind. That's plenty of room to breathe.
Wow, 10 seconds. I am playing easy. I didn't expect to smoke it this hard in the finals. There's just something about cities at night that just hits
You're in
different.
first. Just this lap to go.
It's like looking out to the horizon, you see all the buildings with the lights in them. You might see like the moon in the sky, maybe some clouds. Maybe further on off the distance, you might see mountains or the ocean or hills or other structures. I don't know what it is about those sorts of scenic views like those that just really makes you think, right? Just like, wow. Really gives you a new perspective. It's like, man, there's a whole world out there. Some of it looks great. Sometimes it might not be great, but there are other times where it's real great. I very vaguely recall going out. That's always a fun sight. It's just a New Year's sun watching it rise over the horizon.
You're in a great position sitting on top
Alright.
of the leaderboard. Don't get knocked off.
It's like Bruno and Lucien, though, are really giving it their all. So is fourth place. They're hanging in there. Getting as many points as they can, so they could very easily take it if I somehow choke. Obviously, the goal here is to not choke. Hey, 539, right? Our final location,
One bad decision and you'll be
California.
wrapped around a tree. You're leading this event. You've got a great shot at winning it.
Again, Bruno is one to watch. Everyone's talking about him. Yes, yes, yes. Just like how this race goes past a diner, so they had to like close off access to that for a good long while. So like anyone who wants to be there better really want to be there because they're probably going to be there for a while. Unless these sorts of establishments have like back roads, but for the most part, I don't think they do. I always wonder what it's got to be like to just like work in one of those super remote public buildings, right? Work at a restaurant like that, or other sorts of facilities like a rest stop, gas station, diner. It's like, man, you're out there just like driving for a really long time just to go to work at this place where you probably, hopefully, really enjoy the job. Then again, I imagine part of the fun of being in an establishment like that is just watching the variety of people come through. Because I imagine it's not just locals,
Let's
right?
keep that lead.
Got to be all sorts of people on vacation or who are traveling for other reasons, and just getting to meet them and maybe talking to them a bit, asking them what their story is all about. Or I hear a variety of stories. It's got to be like interesting for some people. We're going on like the entirety of the California track. Definitely felt like that other spot was a finish line normally. I think I have the helicopter out there just to make it give the impression that yes, this is a very big deal event. Got a chase cam going on there, the helicopter. Oh my God! Look at these racers there, really tearing it through the California coastline. I remember mentioning last week about the job I almost took in Nowheresville, USA. I remember driving there, just taking the mountain roads because I could. I had time. Just being really... and staying awake the whole time because I didn't want to mess it up. Because messing up would probably have catastrophic consequences. So I just remember when I went home I decided to just like take a different route. That was like through a kind of like an express highway, so I just took that instead. All right, it's a lot more straightforward driving.
Place is only 5 seconds behind you. Keep it smooth.
A lot more straight cut through the
Car won't take too many of those impacts.
state,
Be careful.
So I'm glad I did that. I haven't owned a car in real life for what feels like a really long time. I kind of want to get one. The only thing that's stopping me is just like there's going to be a lot of additional costs that I'm going to have to kind of maintain on top of that, right? It's like just top of general maintenance, and then there's gas and stuff to trick out my car with. Parking fees, car storage fees, and stuff like that.
Hey man, what a race! Millions tuned in all over the world for the opening series, and you just blew them away.
Oh yeah, they all saw me kick butt. Let's go. How's it my friend gets like 10 seconds faster than I do? You're real good at this racing stuff. Up here. Surprised if this brought us up to like what's... Wait, what? We're gonna be getting like almost 1 million new fans per race. Whew.
I've got 2 vehicles here to choose from. You're going to need one to enter upcoming events.
Getting some racetrack stuff here. Track toys as it's a Horizon one. And let's go with Ariel.
That's a good decision. I'll have it ready for you immediately. Good work. There's some more races available. Start with your strongest discipline and stay on form.
Jeez Louise, 3 vehicle challenges. Alright. Let's do this one. I forget what all cars I'm missing. I guess we can just do them till they disappear, and then we'll eventually have the entire... We'll have the entire garage, right?
This Hong Kong track will stretch your skills to the limit. Let's nail this one.
I've seen it a few times. 5 miles. Target time in 3 minutes 24 seconds. Let's see how this goes. I really hope it's not going to be a case of we do like one WSR event and get like suddenly 1 billion invitationals pop up. That can't be the case, because I know the promo events only had like 3 sections, so definitely take it easy. They'll ease up at least. Don't hit the side of the mountain. Don't hit any uneven edges, because not end well. Not that it ends well if I hit a smooth edge, but it really ends more well with that in that case. Oh my god. Like right there. I didn't even tap the front, I tapped the back. I still got messed up. Very shiny tunnel top. Alright, about halfway through the race, and we're a little less than halfway through the target time, so I'm feeling okay about this one. Hey, you might not want to reach your body out that far. You might this might turn out into a final destination situation if you keep it like that. Christ, no one told the guy, hey, don't reach out that far. checked by a car going at almost 100 miles per hour probably isn't going to end well for you. That reminds me of, was it Song 2 by Blur? Right, that song opens with, I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. And if your head got checked by a jumbo jet, that's probably the last thing that's going to happen to you. As the rest of you will probably just flop to the ground, just like that. That feels like a Final Destination kind of thing, just your head getting checked by a jumbo jet. Maybe that's like how the movie would open. Didn't that like happen? It was like the very first one actually, right? The plane accident kind of kickstarted the whole thing. Yeah. Some of the people I hung around with as a kid. Still not much of a fan of them. I don't know. I guess I just hate what needless deaths, pointless
you
deaths.
didn't do enough to keep her. Sorry, man.
Wait, what? Really? They're right. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. I thought I had it in the bag. Oh wow. Well, I'm not gonna try to run myself against the wall for this one. I'm probably just gonna dial it back. Dial it back.
Don't let the promo events gather dust. If they weren't worth doing, I wouldn't let them contact you.
Sheesh. Now we have 4 vehicle challenges? Where did they all come from? It's like that image with Patrick. All these promo events just decide to show up all of a sudden while we're here, racing for the world. It's like, who are you people? I might actually just keep it here. Enough menu presses between
really
switching
narrow.
difficulties
There's
that
some runoff, so
might as well
watch out
just
for the
keep it
gravel
here.
traps.
I feel like the difference between very easy and easy is probably low enough that if I'm already driving up easy, then most people will be into this. Probably. Yeah. Red Bull boat. I wonder if that's still a thing. There's like a good variety of companies out there that have tried to kind of dip their toes into things outside of their area of expertise with varying degrees of success. Usually less success than it might hope. I guess you can kind of see that going on with Twitter right now too. Or, sorry, X. What the heck was that? And I saw someone theorize that this guy knows what he's doing. He's just trying to, like, controversy. Right, it's getting people worked up into a tizzy, because that generates activity. And, well, you know what they say. Bad publicity is better than no publicity, which I guess I can understand to agree, but I don't know. Feels like there are some people out there who just do things because they have low impulse control and have a very warped understanding of how the world works. As the old saying goes, never attribute to malice what could be attributed to stupidity. I feel like that might be what's going on here. Just don't get it. Like everything they've done up to this point just feels like product of impulse control, or a lack of impulse control, I should say. Now they're just trying desperately to do something to get people to like them, but they just don't get it. Even if they say they think they get it, they don't. At the very least, they don't care anymore. They're just gonna power through their changes because their little
We need some
army
more
of yes
visibility in the
people
racing community.
will
Have a look at your
just
calendar and
back
see what
them
you can do.
regardless. Back to Hong here. I think the target time only went up by 9 seconds and not 10 this time. Yeah, it's still more than enough time to complete the event.
Okay, we can celebrate tonight if we get another good result here.
I love celebrations. Old jobs I used to go to, they usually like to kind of go out lunch, and they had a couple of after work programs to go to as well. Especially Christmas dinners. I missed those. It was great just kind of going to a fancy place with the coworkers and being able to eat stuff I normally wouldn't. Because it was all on company dime. Oh well. Life goes on, and they let you go, and you just have to forge a new path from there. Like what I said before, you may not be able to control the wind, but you can always adjust the sails to reach the destination. It actually reminds me of a convention I went to. Back they were doing like a Sailor Moon scavenger hunt kind of deal where you had to find like the 5 main Sailor Scout cosplayers. They had a very distinctive sign that you could tell they were like the real deal, or at least official ones for the scavenger hunt, and you could do it for like swag. Right. I guess they tried to spice it up a bit because some of them would like make some very quick conversation. And I remember one of them asked, I think it was like the Sailor Mercury cosplayer, would ask us, "Hey, what's a quote that you would live by?" And I think I remember telling them that. This is like, yeah, you can't control the wind, but you can always adjust the sails. And this cosplayer was popping off, right? They're very quickly equating it to like an event thing that happened in Sailor Moon. So I think with the wind, they were talking about whichever one of the other scouts had like wind powers, they brought them up. And then I remember another day, I did the scavenger hunt multiple days, and I guess they weren't checking to see if someone did it before, so I did it another day. I came back to that person and they asked that same question again. I gave him a different quote, right? I think I said something like, if you open up a quarrel with the past and present, you'll find that you've lost the future. And again, this cosplayer, once again, just kind of very quickly, right off the top of the head, oh yeah, this is like that time I got stranded in time. Or something like that. It was another thing that happened in Sailor Moon. This person is just living the dream here, right? Probably grew up being a fan of this series, and now they get to work with them on an official capacity, flex their knowledge and everything. It's gotta be real cool. Once again, I probably would have beaten the target time if I kept it on easy, but on the other hand, you gotta keep it rolling, right?
She's coming home with us.
There was a strong bad email that sort of had that as a gag. It was the Caper email, I think, was talking about the cheat.
Take a look at your upcoming events. Getting a win will get your name.
It was a Caper gone bad. I think they had a fight and a falling out. So, then Strong Bad suddenly starts singing about how the cheat is not dead. And then suddenly you see like Strong Mad and Strong Sad on the side doing the clapping stuff. And then Strong Bad's like, oh man, I gotta go make it up to the cheat. He runs off and tells the two to keep it rolling. The cheat and Strong Bad reconcile. So ends the email. So if you clicked on an Easter egg,
attention
could
on this
see
one's
that the music was
incredible.
still playing
Try
and
and bring
Strong
her
Sad
home.
and Strong Mad are still clapping. I think Strong Sad is like something like, hey, do you think we should stop now? And the Strong Mad just goes, keep it rolling. And then they keep it rolling. Homestar old relic of the internet. One could say it's like the internet before the internet became what we know as it is nowadays. Imagine still being kept alive. At the very least, the original Flash site still kept alive. That's sort of a relic, I guess. Flash is unsupported. Seems like all their stuff is. I know their output of stuff is slowed down for a bit when the Chapmans went off to do other stuff, but then they came back and they're putting out media, right? They're not doing like it as frequently as they did back in the day, but they're still doing it. Franchise is like almost 20 years old. It's crazy to think about. All these things I grew up with, positively ancient in internet and young people times. Alright, I did it. First try. What was my completion time? Target time was like 1 minute 58 seconds,
Great
right?
drive. That's another one for the collection.
Oh wow, that was I would have very definitively finished that up even on easy.
I need you to get out and race. We need some big wins to draw in the crowds.
What do you think I've been doing, man? It's not like I've just been sitting on my thumbs all day. It's like just race, return to garage, race some more, return to garage, race some more. This is like me back when I was doing schoolwork. I want to hear it. I've been putting in the work, man. I've been
Like a pinball. Use the
earning my
curves to
keep.
spot the corners.
Anyways, rough Paris.
You're not getting this car for free. You need to earn it.
Yeah, it's like with every other car I've done all these types of events. This is nothing new, although definitely the first time I've been playing with a toy like this. I know this game calls them lightweights, but I guess I'm just used to the way Forza categorizes these types of vehicles. Money shot, the Eiffel Tower. To think this place will fall, killing Core 2. There's the visual shorthand that media likes to use to show you how screwed the situation is. You see the big monuments fall, right? Eiffel Tower, Big Ben, Statue of Liberty.
Too early.
Oh, now you tell me. Yeah, all that. It's like, you know that something's gone wrong if the big monuments have fallen. Other fleeter racing, grid games have like racing. I'd be surprised if they did that. Oh, I was wondering when we would be running up to the finish line, and then there it is. Kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't paying attention to
Great
the
drive.
radar.
That's enough.
Anyways, yep, that's another vehicle for the garage. I'm gonna check the VOD after this is done. It's
Completing
rather
objectives for
noisy
sponsors
outside.
will allow us to reach a wider audience.
And,
See what you can do.
And that not much is getting picked up over the microphone. Like, the particular microphone I had is supposed to have directional audio, but I've been noticing sometimes that outside noise does get picked up, though it has to be, like, extremely loud nowadays. And I do get that sometimes around. Yes. Hopefully the VOD will be okay. We're gonna have to put it up regardless, because, you know, I don't want to put it in a gap in the grid series, and I'm definitely rolling through with this one, right? It's not like it stopped. Oh, it's a 2-game. Well, it'll be short, at least. Shorter. We'll see.
Falling behind. Keep increasing that gap.
Short. Yes. What this reminds me of, the face-offs in Burnout 3. This just reminds me of how they have very specific indicators
Got
there.
him under pressure. Finish him
Just
off.
let you know. It's like, oh, they're gaining on you, or like you're losing them. I guess this is a one-on-one. It's the only thing you have to contend with. So I guess it makes sense.
The gap is closing. Time to push.
It's funny. Just let you know the importance of the face-off. And I just need that +5. I just need to fill that meter. It's an automatic win.
Work on that gap. You're doing well.
Alright, the 5-second rule. This is a different kind of 5-second rule.
Great performance. You beat the objective. That should earn us some fans.
Well, everyone's stance on the other 5-second rule. Right, it's like, a piece on the food isn't on the ground for more than 5 seconds, it's still okay to eat. For me, that would have to be very location dependent. So like, if I'm in my room, then yeah, I'll probably follow the 5-second rule. I might even go for like 10 seconds. But if I'm like in a public spot, like a restaurant, park, you know, food falls on the ground, I don't care how many seconds it's been, could be even 1 second, I ain't touching that food. I ain't sticking it in my mouth, right? Because it only takes like a nanosecond for
Okay, you may have done some damage there.
things to go south.
You're doing yourself no favors being that aggressive. The round's been forfeited.
Oops, I forgot that there was an aggression rule.
You managed to get yourself disqualified.
Whoops. Try that again. Well, it is a best of 3, so... That said, I kind of like how the tone is just sort of very... It's a very neutral tone, right? It's just a very matter-of-factly, it's like, yeah, you kind of fucked up there, man. Definitely a tone that's like, yeah, you broke the rules. What do you expect to happen? There we go. That will be the one black mark on my record. I maybe got a little too overzealous in playing Burnout and Grid.
You're 4 seconds ahead. We can take this round. It's catching up. Push hard. There's been an incident behind you.
Is that so? Wow, too bad for them. Also, wow. It really does take one wipeout to kind of just mess end the whole thing.
You put in a top performance and hit the objective. You should be happy with that.
It was a roller coaster an event, don't you think? Top of the world and bottom of the world. It was all won by defaults, right? Different kinds of defaults, but all sorts of defaults. Get fans for this too. Probably not that many.
Promo events are one-off
About
races
400,000.
that showcase something different to the spectators.
An
Impress
endurance
them,
race.
and you'll have
Alright,
their
so
support.
it's one event, but it's gonna be 6 whole freaking minutes. Alright, let's do it.
Corner exit
Night
speed
sky.
is key in Paris. There are a lot
And
of
fireworks. I guess it makes
Keep an
sense
eye on
because
that
this is
driver
a
today.
big deal race, but... Nicholas Peters. Wow. So many Peters. It's got 2 E's. Or 3 E's. So it's a longer Peter than normal.
Someone's taking damage behind you. Increase the gap.
Yep, someone's definitely taking damage. That's for sure. I saw it happen, so I can confirm. These races are like a bit more tricky. Well, I got 5 whole last minutes to catch up, so I can't further too much. As long as I don't like screw up majorly. Probably make it. We're getting there. A little bit. Don't contend with them, just to try to slip by them. Look at that! Clean overtake. Didn't even smack into a wall for it. Alright, 25% of the way through the race. We're sitting okay. Oh, I didn't realize this isn't live routes either, because we got a very clear track grid. Now, I kind of decided I want to
4 minutes left.
go back to Midnight Club 2 to see what Paris looked like there. See if it's like scaled differently. Because I feel like, at least in Midnight Club 2, Eiffel Tower is probably smaller. Unless it felt smaller.
That'll leave a mark, but we can buff it out.
Sure can. Especially since we're kicking butt and we're just lengthening that gap. Now, part of me wishes they maybe added like a speed checkpoint that, or like a speed trap, where you like drive by certain points and you have to try to get as high of a speed as possible.
3 minutes left.
We're halfway there, and we're sitting pretty comfortably. Don't need any prayers this time. Well, I guess a prayer to not choke would probably be appropriate. That's all we really need, though. I'm trying to figure out. For Grid 2, what do I want to play next? I have several games I've bought that I could probably jump into, but so the question would be, do I want to maybe stick with the sort of quasi-realistic real-world settings, or go with a more fantastical
2
racing
minutes to
game?
go.
And if fantastical, should I go for hyper-cool futuristic, or maybe more scrapyard, Mad Max style future racing? I could at least spend a week or two mulling over the decision. Who knows? Maybe worst comes to worst, perhaps revisit an old racing game and things have changed since then. I think about it. Has anyone done like a roguelite racing game? I would be willing to try it out. did try one during like the Steam Next Fest, but I don't think it was like quite
60 seconds to go.
It was fun concept, and I kind of like where they were. I like the initial pitch, so hopefully they can keep working on it, and maybe we'll see some substantial come out of it.
Okay, you need to pick it up out there after that.
Why?
30 seconds left.
I am like killing it, man. Although, I guess I shouldn't get complacent. 15 seconds. Things could change. They probably won't, but they could.
10 seconds left.
Part of me wants to see if I can make like Midtown Madness run on my PC. That'd be pretty cool if I could do that.
Nice driving. That'll be all of
I guess the question would be, could I do it in a way that would keep my computer safe? I wonder how much like old Midtown Madness / Midtown Madness 2 CDs sell for. Also, bummer that Midtown Madness 3 never made it to PC. That's Xbox only.
We want to keep gaining support from new fans.
Alright,
Have a
that's
look
it
at
for
completing an
promos.
objective.
Let's see how many events we have here. 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I'd assume it's around 24 more races here. Got ourselves a face-off, so these will be shorter. Once again, I'll stick with the one with the most acceleration. Jumping in here. I'd assume the final
Côte
will
d'Azur has
probably
very
be
little runoff, so
four.
pick your line carefully.
It's the
The
big
corners
deal
come
one,
thick
so
and fast.
you gotta signify it by making it 4 events long, just to let you know, hey, this is a big deal.
Okay, we are ready to go.
It's like the
one-on-one,
extra long
so
special.
It's going to get tactical.
Right, it's
Caution,
like the
no penalties for
3-hour
contact.
ESPN event. This is just like a regular ass face-off. This is a 2-gay. I think 2-gay is just like face-off, but with the addition of the no roughhousing rule and the 5-second lead rule. Our fellow's hanging on pretty well there. Props for that. Oh my goodness. Now, if I remember correctly, wasn't there like a disaster movie that took place in like one of those sorts of traffic tunnels that just like ended up collapsing? I don't remember too much about it except that, you know, it was a thing. I mean, it was a film that happened, not that there was an event. But I imagine really those kinds of things are at least somewhat based in real life thing, even if it didn't happen in the US, it probably happened somewhere else in the world. It's a really long face-off track. Jeez. There's gonna be 3 of them like these. The other That's like the one guy I was waiting for, I know. It seemed like there were a bunch of people who were kind of lukewarm about his arrival and inclusion in Street Fighter 6, but I'm pretty excited because I used him a lot in Street Fighter 5, so curious to see. I was curious to see how he played in Street Fighter 6, and definitely became a lot trickier. There's a lot more ways to kind of just dance around his opponent, come at them in every which direction, just force them to keep on their toes. So like a completely new thing to learn, although Eagle Spike is still a big damaging move. It is. That's pretty cool. The best part is the World Tour updates on my. First off, we can now be Rashid's student, get his fighting style and everything. And apparently you don't need him in order to get his fighting style, which is like pretty rad. And this is a nice way to kind of whet people's appetite for his style too. It's like, oh yeah, you really like his moves, and you should go pick up the character. Out today. They threw in some tournaments too. You can do tournaments in Metro City now. Apparently you have to beat the game first. They also have some different kind of tournament in Naishao, which is pretty cool because it unlocks doors for stuff. I haven't gotten anything substantial for it, but I've seen people say that the later doors do have some new
Now
items
that, my
in there.
friend, is a clear statement of intent. You're gonna keep on taking those wins and no one can stop you.
These races are really long. Well, longer than usual. I did ice almost 4 minutes on the Japan track. Let's just get there. We know what this place is. We know what it's all about.
Sector 1
Let's
has
just
given you
race,
problems
man.
in the past. You need to work on it.
Honestly, Street Fighter 6 tournaments are something I wish would have been were in the game to start, but since I don't have my character maxed out, I can at least get some use out of it. I can do the daily tournaments and get that boatload of experience, and then just do the normal tournaments for the rest of the items and the style experience. I mean, I've gone and maxed a bunch more styles since those tournaments came out. I need to go get their alternate costumes from the Masters. That's like my primary motivation for doing World Tours, just to get free costume tubes. Part of me wishes there would be more costumes you could on, but not to mention it's just fun seeing my avatar do all of Rashid's moves. Seeing them launch cyclones and then kicking their way across the screen at rocket speed. Probably a good thing for those guardrails here on this track. Imagine what this would be like if I just had a greater risk of falling off. I probably wouldn't even finish it. To see if this elimination was like the only one of its type, because if there's like 3 of these, this is going to be a very long elimination event, especially since each of these will easily hit 9 minutes. Gotta do like 3 rounds. Absolutely crazy if I had to take like 3 sessions in order to get through the rest of World 2. make it like 2/3 of the way through this and realize, oh man, I've been streaming for a long time. Alright, come back and see where it goes from here. I'm sure if I were like getting more skilled at racing games, this would be a little shorter, but well, you already know. Make sure they don't pass me. Whew, thankfully they didn't.
Well, there should be no doubt in anyone's mind about your abilities now.
Alright, one more.
In Côte d'Azur, overtaking is a whole different ballgame. Don't lose your nerve.
How so?
Improve your
I
times
mean,
in sector
I guess
2,
as the roads are
with a better
narrower, it
chance.
does leave you less room to kind of do a clean overtake, so you gotta be more careful, but other than that, overtake's an overtake. I do wonder, like, how much more of this environment is, like, modeled out. You only have, like, just enough modeled out that you'll see, and, like, everything just out of sight is either more low poly or just doesn't even exist. I think there's, like, a series on YouTube called Boundary Break where they, you know, take you outside of the confines of the game world. You kind of sort of see just how much the devs have modeled into the game. It's always fun to see. Right, some of them put in a lot, other people do just enough. And they're both valid. Right, it's like, might want to put extra stuff in there for those who might want to, who do that sort of stuff, and others it's like, you want to save processing power or time and development resources to do other things. Do things that most of your audience will see and not that very dedicated group of folks that will look beyond that to see what you got. Jeez Louise, man. What's with this spot here that you're just completely wiping out on? It's just me choking. I've driven this like 2 times over, my eyes are starting to glaze and like, this is all part of the routine. I start getting complacent and that's when the screw-ups happen. It's usually the case. Yeah. God. And it's got to be annoying for those people who live in those houses. I've got to hear loud noises and bright lights for a good long while these hooligans with their fast cars get their thing done. I just want some peace and quiet. That's why I moved out to the mountains. God damn it. I wonder what the property values must be like here. They got to be through the roof. Luck be to those who already owned property on these spots before their value skyrocketed. I am out of flashbacks too, so I gotta be extra careful. Any more wipeouts here, and that's gonna end up costing me this event. Right here, ha! That choke. Can I restart? Jeez, man. It's not a short one either. That sucks. Kinda... put a damper on this. Especially when you got a limited number of flashbacks. That really should be an incentive to learn the race, right? That's what I try to do, but you get that occasional spot where you do zone out maybe a bit too much and don't brake soon enough and end up barreling out of control. That was 90 kilometers per hour, I have to remind myself, not 90 miles per hour. It's still pretty significantly fast speed, but, you know. I wonder if those signs hanging overhead are like actually a fixture in the real life Côte d'Azur. I won't be surprised if they were. Like, I imagine even the walls and their sort of natural rock formations are mostly to scale. It would probably make sense that they would fudge a detail here and there to make the area work with their physics and everything, but... yeah, it's like one of those things where certain parts of the environment you maybe don't need to put an enormous amount of detail on because most people aren't going to take a good hard look at them, right? They're only going to see them on the fly, so you just need to make them look convincing enough. I think that's the thing that I need to remember. Sometimes you can fudge a detail here or there. Three-quarters of the way through the race and I have 4 flashbacks, so probably gonna be okay this time around. Man, 2 hours in and we only hit like 25% of the WSR stuff. Yeah, I feel like most of this stream has been spent doing the promo events and the invitationals, which are a surprising number of them, just a lot more than I would expect. Whew! Eked it out this time. We'll see if this is like the only one or if they make us do other races. I really hope this is the only one. Ooh. Whew. Okay, I think that might be it. Did race on the track 3 times, so I guess it counts. Just imagine the other events have you doing 3 races. There might be a varying event lengths, but they don't make you. Imagine if they made you do like 3 elimination tournaments. It'd be the longest one, and you'd get the same number of fans and renown from it.
You've got objectives to complete. Doing that will get us some good coverage.
Yeah, 3 rounds. Oh, yeah, Time Attack Series 3 rounds. Brands Hatch, Indy Circuit Reversed, Red Bull Ring, Algarve. Is that Algarve? Oh, we gotta pick a track toy. Let's go with Ariel. Atom 3. $45 vehicles, and that's because I've been doing all the invitationals. The Nissan Silvia has not been dethroned as the most used vehicle. Guess I haven't been using the others enough. Ooh, we're just like right into it too. Yeah, I deserve that.
Hey, you're driving good, but I want you to drive great. Push ahead.
Thanks. I mean, that's probably needed words right now. Good ain't gonna cut it anymore. You're on the big time. You're on the big stage. Gotta step up your performance. Everyone wants to see people at their peak.
No problem. You got
At the very least, very, very top.
Gain a little speed if you can. You're currently on pace with the rest. You're increasing your pace. Well done.
Always that particular corner. Maybe this will be enough to kind of beat the target time. Oh man, this is only off for like a 1/10 of a second. Yeah, we're gonna take that turn again. I think I smoked my old record.
That's the fastest time so far. I bet you
Yeah,
can take a
wow.
few more seconds off your next run.
39. See if the others have what it takes to beat that. I wonder if F1 does like any sorts of alternative mode style events right that are just like races. You can do something like overtake events or distance driven events or something like that. I had to admit, I don't pay too much attention to F1. I know literally everyone else in my family does, and it feels like something I would probably get into with the way it works, but I guess I just do a lot of other stuff and I haven't really sat down to kind of give it a go.
Red Bull Ring shouldn't be taken lightly. It sits on a huge embankment, so watch your braking. You're at race speed. Get ready for the start.
You're saying I could
All right,
like
make sure you use
fall off
all
the
of
mountain?
track out there to get the best times.
I mean, I kind of had to do that, right? I got to race a whole circuit, so really do have to use all the track. That's not an option. It's just what's going to happen if I keep this up. All right, so first target's minute 29.
Ahead of the pace. Keep it up.
That's good to know. Really can't drift in these cars. It's kind of funny because I think you could do that in Burnout. Then again, you could like drift in almost every car. Just that, you know, you have to kind of feather that stick differently depending on how loosey-goosey your car could be. Oh my god, that was a lot cleaner than I was expecting it to be. My goodness. You know, wasn't the perfect turn, but I didn't crash into anything. I didn't go off track. Didn't have to readjust myself at the end. I just you know, did my turn and re-accelerated.
Hey,
And we
you're
back
driving
into
good,
it.
But I want you to drive brake. Push ahead.
Don't you worry, I got this. Always strive to be better. At the very least, not the worst.
All right, you're back. You need to keep pushing it now.
Yeah. Wow, you can see the jumbo jet up above there. It's like it's doing its own thing. It's off to its own destination. The people up there probably don't care too much about what's happening on the ground. They're just like, some of them might see that they're flying over the raceway and they're like, oh, that's real cool, and then, you know, just go about their day. The pilot might bring it up as a cool landmark. Maybe bring up the event that's happening right now. Other people are probably just either watching a movie or sleeping or reading a book or playing games or whatever they like to do. So I remember the first time I went on the plane by myself. It was like a series of planes, so I could like just get to a con that some of my other friends were going. Ah, that was a fun time.
With the others. Try and build some more speed.
I think the worst part is I didn't quite like get the buffer I was expecting. Right, it's like, well, it's like when I scheduled the planes on the site, I figured, hey, you know what, the 2-hour layover should be fine for, you know, connecting flight, right? Turns out it wasn't, because first flight came in like an hour late, so I practically had to rush my way to the connecting flight, which was like across the airport. I think I got like flagged down by security there because they thought they were suspicious of me running. Oops. But apart from that, the flight went well. And the return flight went well too. I didn't have any issues there. I had to say, getting into an airport when it's late at night, definitely a different feeling from during the day, right? Because you're always used to hustle and bustle, and just seeing everyone just walk every which way, and then, you know, you come in at night and there's like no one there, all the stores are closed. All you might see is like, you know, whatever airport staff is there, and security and maybe maintenance cleaning up for the night.
You need to keep your cornering tight and controlled, or you'll be on the gravel.
Yeah.
You're at race speed. Get ready.
I think it was like that particular trip too. I downloaded Lyft so I could use the rideshare service. I think that's like the only time I ever used Lyft. It was definitely useful though, because I used it to just like gather supplies at a nearby Walmart. And, you know, to get to the airport and from there as well, so it worked well for what I used it for, but I haven't used Lyft since. Not that I had much of a need to, because I really didn't do any big trips since then, or at least no big trips where I didn't have my own means of transportation, or didn't need one. Man. I tell you, the world situation really changed the way I did things. I used to make con going like a yearly thing, right? I would always go to at least one con, but you know, since then I haven't really done much con
Not
stuff.
fast enough to compete. Come on, push.
Like, the first few years probably made sense because, duh. But now that we got measures in place, maybe it's... it would be fine if I went out again. I don't know.
Gain a little speed if you can. You're currently on pace with the rest.
They are pretty close. Unfortunately, the sun is so bright, it's obscuring the rest of the HUD. This is what happens when you get, like, a, you know, more diegetic HUD, where you backgrounds and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to see. Well, they are pretty close, though. This is a very much game of seconds. So if I end up... So if they suddenly
You're on pace
become
with
very
everyone else.
cracked,
Push if you can.
it's possible that things might change. Okay, wow, I really need to rewind that one. Oof. That's the thing about going to cons, is I like to cosplay at cons too. I haven't really commissioned a new costume. I mean, I guess it's been long enough I could probably pull out some old costumes and make them new again, but...
Okay, we're back in the race, but you need to push to make up for lost time.
And it's been long enough that I'm worried that I might not fit in them anymore. Or there should have been a good excuse for me to start working out and try to lose some weight, but... I guess just looking back, it's like... After a certain point, I kind of fell into a routine. Like, I didn't
You're improving on your pace.
even go to panels anymore. Most of the time I went to a con, I would just, like, walk around the center a bunch of times, take a bunch of pictures of a bunch of people in costumes. Maybe go to, like, the gaming area. Go buy some merch, maybe. Oh boy.
You're increasing your pace.
Now I think
Well
about it,
done.
I imagine the climate of the merch stuff has really changed since then. Especially since now that VTubers have taken off worldwide, it's probably a lot more VTuber stuff to pick up, right? Both fan-made and official. Like I was
Lost some
checking,
time
it's
by
like,
going off track.
wow.
Try and make it up.
One of the cons I used to go to is like having one of the smaller agencies actually come by to visit them. I was thinking, oh yeah, that probably would have been cool had I gone there myself, but... I think the group I used to go with also contacted me yearly. I guess just to keep in touch, an update. You know, it's like, hey, we're kind of thinking of going here. I don't know, let's drop us a line, but never did, because never felt comfortable enough going back into crowded areas. I guess I'm still sort of apprehensive, but they haven't called back this year. They haven't even, like, left a message or anything. But I guess it's kind of sort of on me, because I haven't tried to contact them much either, but... I don't know. Sometimes friendships, some friendships are, you know, they just come and go, right?
Great driving, Goose. And that's how you win. Awesome effort in that round, bud.
Sure, they might have like a natural sort of kind of falling off point, but you do what you can, and after a certain point, you just have to
Which car do you want to race in?
roll with whatever happens next. Oh, what should I get? Oh, wait, which one has more? Looks like they both have fairly similar stats, so... What'll I just get? The Volvo, I suppose. As red, white, and blue.
Okay, good choice.
The colors of
Normal
America.
events are one-off races that showcase something different to the spectators. Impress them and you'll have their support.
Jeez Louise, this looks like a whole lot more. Okay, this season might have to be a two-parter. They're just throwing everything at us. Holy cow.
Avoid the rock faces, grass banks, and ditches.
Like
by
every
the road.
other
They can turn your
big
car
event
over
I
if you
do,
crash.
there's like 2 new invitationals and a bunch more promos. Sheesh. As I said on the top of the stream, I had like a big errand to run yesterday. It was enough that I had to like take an afternoon off of work because, yeah, it was in the part of the town I usually don't go to, and this particular errand was going to take a while to complete. So, yeah, I had to figure out bus schedules and everything and kind of make sure it all lined up. And thankfully, largely went off without a hitch. I guess that's the power of planning, am I right? But left me with enough time, like after the errand was done. It was like, hey, it's a little bit more time before I had to go catch the bus back. So I actually went, like, visited one of the stores nearby. It wasn't anything much, it was just like a local grocery store, but I was just looking through there because I did a big shopping trip. I figured, hey, maybe I'll get some other items here that I maybe wasn't able to get on my last shopping trip, but turns out like 90% of what they have there I can get cheaper at the store I usually visit, so but the one thing that stood out that I was able to get for cheaper than normally get, cup noodles. I think they were selling them for like 50 cents a cup, and around where I usually go to, they're about like 70, 80. So that was a surprise. So I got like a bunch of those cups, and now I have a little stack of cup noodles on hand if I ever need like a super duper quick dinner. Right, I feel too lazy to actually make anything. I also got like a bottle of their local lemonade. Yes, because 'tis the season, so they had different varieties, right? In addition to regular lemonade, they had like strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, orange lemonade, even a cucumber lemonade, which I guess some people might enjoy. But I just got strawberry lemonade, and it was good. I also got like cookies. Apparently, someone on their staff really got into the confectionery business, because they also had like decorated cookies. Right? They would sell them for slightly more than you would with like a regular tub of cookies, but had icing with fancy designs on them, like clovers and eggs and hearts. So someone must have really had fun doing that. It is summer, so I wonder if that's just like someone who came in as like a summer work, or maybe a college intern who does confectionery as a major, or is like one of their electives or goal of theirs, and working at the local supermarket doing fancy cookies. That's the supermarket roll out the seasonal product of their special design cookies. I also did donuts, and you could tell it's like a very local joint, because like some of the donuts they offer were like jelly-filled donuts. I guess they were out for a while because you could see the jelly just like spilling out of the donut and down onto the wax paper. So you could tell they were very naturally done. They wanted to present them in a way to let people know these are jelly donuts, but it just ends up with a natural consequence of the jelly just spilling out of the donut. So I guess the moral of that is, if you want donuts from that store, get them in the morning.
need you to get out and race. We need some big wins to draw in the crowds.
Wow, that vehicle I just did not get. But I will now go get it.
The Portimao circuit is a real roller coaster. Caution, your steering could go light in the downhill sections.
Yeah. It's not a might. For me, it's probably a will go down.
All right, you need to beat
I
this
probably
challenge
will
to keep the
spin
car.
out. Part of me wishes the HUD maybe had some sort of reactive element to it, like maybe the text would go dark if, you know, it reached a light spot, though I guess the environment's credit. It's not all blindingly bright that blots out the HUD. So I don't have to race in the shade. A bit. 2 minutes, 1 second. Probably do that handily. I'm almost hit the 50% mark, and we're not 50% our way through the target. Let's just stay on track for most of it, which is a lot better than what I did in some other sections of this track, am I right? Yeah, I'll be alright. We're almost at the end of the race, and we're not very close to 2 minutes yet. Ba-boom! Look at that, objective complete. I got my first taste of a super touring car and never looked back.
Nice work. She's coming home with us.
Oh, that's the one thing I figured out, I guess. Either they put in the option or I finally noticed it, but there's a way to turn off the sound alerts for things like achievement notifications and that stuff, and boy am I glad about that.
Promo events gather dust. If they weren't worth doing, I wouldn't let them contact you.
Don't worry, I haven't been doing that. They're being completed along the way. Seems to be a lot more of them than there usually are. I think this is like number 8, number 9. Really tying up loose ends here.
So winning takes guts.
Flat Out. Ooh, I've heard of that series before. I think that might be on Steam. Ooh, maybe I should give that a whirl. Or whatever the equivalent is on Steam. I think it's like either Flat Out or Wreckfest. Flat Out might be like the PS2, PS3 versions of the game. Wreckfest might be what their spiritual successors are on Steam. When is Recreation coming out? Then again, it does seem a bit ambitious for a small developer like 3 Fields. Just a whole create your own world of dangerous stunt racing and everything. Now that I think about it, is Dangerous Driving available on PC? And if it is, it's probably like EGS exclusive. EGS has a sale going on right now. Maybe I'll actually pick up Dangerous Driving if they have it on there. Honestly, one of the things I like about the 3 Fields games, they have this UI. It reminds me a lot of this, like something that should be in development. For some reason, this is a final product instead. It's a UI that you think would be there for development purposes, but
Nice work.
it's very
She's
much
coming
a
home with
finished
us.
product. It's weird, and I kinda dig it. Oh well. Hopefully Recreation will come out at some point, and if it does,
Got
it'll
objectives to complete.
do well.
Doing that will get us some good coverage.
ESPN 2Gay. Just win it. could have sworn there were just like 3 promo events, but then they tacked on the 4th one.
Côte d'Azur has very little runoff, so pick your line carefully. The corners come thick and fast.
No shoulders. We'll see how this goes.
Work on that gap. You're doing well.
Thanks. Oh, I just realized my car has a very noticeable ESPN livery on it. Very nice. Just to let you know who sponsors this event. Man, now I feel like going into a wall a few times. Yeah. It's like that. Sorry. Yep. Whoops. Might have leaned on the accelerator a bit too much there. They're gaining on you. They're right behind you. They're getting away. I really need to find those Burnout 3 messages, because I just found those kind of sort of amusing. That they would have like the special messages up there to kind of let you know this is a face-off. It's like, oh, just want to give you a more frequent updates on where your sole opponent is.
Keep on extending that gap.
There we go. A 5-second rule finish. Let's go. Only took me a minute.
You put in a top performance and hit the objective. You should be happy with that.
Ah, cool. Objective as well. It must be one related to doing well in this ESPN event, probably. It's either that or kicking Zach Mitchell's butt. Can't tell which. I'm certainly not gonna beat them this way. Though I'm still ahead, so gotta take it easy. It's not a slow ride, but I can take it a little easier.
Got this round.
It's a little bit more than I can win by default. There we go. Whew. And objective complete.
Nice driving. That'll be all over the net.
Completely shut him out. Some water. Whew. Ooh, 10 million. It's kind of unreal.
We always need to try and engage a wider audience, so keep an eye on your sponsor objectives.
Alright, back to the official WSR events. The Eliminator, so these are going to be straight 4 to 5 minutes of chaos. Got our pick of 15 cars. A lot of cars. Which one do I want to race in? Why don't we switch it up? Why don't we go with Aston Martin? Alright, so this event will have a very definitive start and end point. We were to defeat 11 other racers. It's gonna be 4 minutes worth of racing.
So watch they don't unbalance the car. There's Vela. This guy is known for his aggressive style. Watch your tailpipe.
Same rules as usual. 20 seconds to establish yourself, and then after that, last place gets eliminated every 20 seconds. the other events are any indication, it shouldn't be too hard to work our way up. I like how the intense music just starts right away because I guess the ever-increasing threat of last place is probably enough tension for you.
First driver has been eliminated.
Oh yeah, I think I remember talking about how this music seems to be coming in like 20-second chunks. Like how you sort of get that dramatic drop right as the timer hits 0. Yeah, that takes some effort, so props to the composer for that. And everyone's racing like, you know, more lightweight race car, and here I am in this regular-ass car, just barreling past them, bobbing and weaving like a thumb through, trying to thread a needle through the eye hole. Alright, we're in first. 75% of the racer lineup is gone. Now it's a third of them.
You alright? That looked pretty bad from where I am.
I'm still first, so we're okay. I'm okay. We're okay.
One more eliminated. Do not drop back.
Hopefully that won't happen. Still anyone's game. We're halfway through this event now. There we go. Made it to the top half. Instrumentation has changed slightly.
5 cars left.
I want to say they added more, but at the very least the rhythm's definitely changed. Yeah, you can kind of hear that sort of section in the background there, that rising section.
One more driver to eliminate and you'll be in the top 3.
Oh man. Final minute. All we need to do is keep being in first, and then we will win this race.
You're guaranteed a top 3.
So you said I was guaranteed the top 3, right? I also like how the music like completely faded out, so that way they can sort of keep it on the beat and to the rhythm, right? So they have that dramatic effect maintained. That's a nice touch they have there.
Only you and one other driver left.
Oh, it's a
You can do
face-off.
this. Win this race.
Got their work cut out to them if they want to come and beat me.
Well done. You're leading the event.
Alright, 2 more like that, and we will have it in the bag. Nice, good race. Thanks. Sander TJE 36. Welcome. Thanks for checking me out.
High-speed sightseeing trip around Paris.
Oh
Let's show 'em
man,
how
off
it's
to
done.
Paris. So this is a proper ass worldwide event going on here. Started in the US and now we're in France. I wonder if the third track will be in Asia. I hope so. Give us Hong Kong or Dubai, please. go. The intense music has started. Let's go. Oh man. I was hoping that sort of swerve would get me in the right direction, but yeah, well. Three, 2, 1.
First driver has been eliminated. Try and keep it clean out there. You just hit Lorenzo Vela.
Wow, that was an awfully specific statement. Also, sorry, Lorenzo. But you know what they say about the needs of the many and all that. At the very least, the needs of me. Because, you know, I'm the player character. I'm the main character of this story here. Me, the faceless driver, who's kicking everyone's butt.
That's one more eliminated.
25% done. You know, I have to see if, like, D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die is on Steam. I think it is. Game by Swery. I remember playing that when I was on the Xbox One and being amused by it. But fascinated by the plot and wondering where we go, but sadly, the episodes we got are the only episodes that will ever come out for it because, yeah. They even ended on a cliffhanger. I don't know if it got, like, a continuation in another media, but it was at least interesting in concept, right? Had some interesting mechanics, even if they didn't quite come together the way people had hoped. It was a unique way of doing things, and the plot was kind of neat also.
Focus. Only 4 more to eliminate.
Harrison Carter is gone! Again. Poor guy can't catch a break. Then again, none of these folks can. All these names I've seen before, but they all just keep getting their tails kicked in by me. The one and only. I will be the best racer in the land.
Keep pushing.
Oh yeah. That's the one thing I will agree on. It's always the top 3 people pay attention to. It's always 4th place. It's kind of, sort of out of the running, right? It's like when they do medal ceremonies, it's always bronze, silver, gold, right? There's no 4th place medal. You'll get a 4th place acknowledgement, but that's like the extent of it.
That didn't sound healthy.
Doesn't look healthy either. They were able to catch up.
So close now. Put the pressure on this guy and take the
So
win.
this race is gonna be for all the marbles. Doesn't look like they'll catch up though. Oop. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Uh-oh. Can I do that over? Thank goodness for flashbacks, am I right? Had the power of time on my side. That would have been a heartbreak otherwise, but you know what? It would have been second, so wouldn't have been the end of the world. Anyways, we're sitting well going into event 3 here. Got 2 first place finishes, so we can afford the position drop or 2.
The roads are wide here, but there's hardly an inch of track that's dead straight.
Ah, we did go to
Bruno
Dubai.
Silva. He doesn't always fight fair,
Nice.
so don't give him the chance.
So this was a world tour. I appreciate it.
Improve your times in Sector 1, and you'll be in with a better chance.
Good to know. So do you have, like, anything to say for, like, sectors 2 to 4? I think, like, 90% of the race advice he does is usually for sector 1. Which I guess makes sense since, you know, sector 1 is where you start, but I do wonder what my performance is in the other sectors sometimes. Wow, we kind of got to the front of the pack fairly quickly here.
One down, and it wasn't.
All right.
Good work.
Yeah. That's what matters, right? As long as I'm not the one eliminated. You know, at each leg, I just had to not be the slowest. Of course, the bar keeps getting raised by then, but so eventually I had to be the fastest, but till then, I just have to not be the
That's
slowest.
another eliminated and out of the running.
Indeed, oh boy. Little hit there sent me flying.
Keep it under control.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 25%. Oh, wow. I probably should have just reset my car, but it's okay. Alright, third of the way there. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Someone has been eliminated.
You know, I wanted to wonder what that sounds like on stream. I have to imagine there's like a bit of an audio delay between the game and my voice. Or like where I am sitting, I'm kind of saying it in time, but I wonder if it's just like slightly off on stream. Oh wow. That's the lead I command. I'm so far ahead that I can spin out and still be in first place.
Five drivers still here. Show them what you got.
Inching ever closer to first place here.
Top 4 is good. Top 3 is even better.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I've said this several times already.
Only 2 cars left between you and the win.
Oh man. We made podium, baby. Part of me wishes there was a nitrous button. Then again, this isn't that kind of game.
You're so close now. Put the pressure on this guy and take.
Just one more. 15 more seconds and I'll have won this entire event. Oh man. Two, one. First place. Let's freaking go.
Great driving, Goose. First place. Good work.
Oh yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. Another event in the books. I forget this is like number 3 or number 4. I think it's actually just the 3rd one? Maybe it's the 4th one. I did race, I did eliminator, I did the tournament thing. What was, oh, time attack. Time attack was the other one, yeah.
After an
So
incredible season all across the globe.
11
We're set
million.
for the final. 5 races against some of the best drivers in the world.
Wait,
All
5?
to determine this season's World Series racing champion. Head down to Dubai and let's get started.
Yeah, but I kind of want to do everything. Yeah, man, 5 rounds of stuff. The other ones are... It's all 3 except for the last one is 5. What we got here? Face off, MR race, checkpoint, and rift. Yep, those are the alright. We have... It's about 17 races, assuming 4 minutes per race. We are approaching 3 hours here. Might not be a bad place to leave it off, especially since we kind of got blitzed with a ton of challenges and promo events. Like, this might be the part where they leave off, right? It's got to be a straight shot to the end, right? Because yeah, I kind of... Yeah, you know what? I'll do the back half of the season next week, so I'll have at least one more. Yeah, sorry, I kind of feeling a little bit of low energy, so I think I'll stop here, because you know, you gotta look after yourself sometimes, right? If you're not feeling 100%, you just gotta let yourself recharge, and I think that's what I'll do. Especially since they kind of front-loaded this season with lots of stuff. I feel like might be able to this. Then we'll see what we'll do from there. All right. In that case, hey, you know what? We're making good progress here, right? Like, pretty soon we'll be season 4 champs, and then we'll see where that takes us from there. But I think for tonight, I will call it here. So yeah, thanks to everyone who came by, who came and watched the stream, who came and chatted, whatever you did. I appreciate all of you, all the same. I'll be back on Friday, where we're gonna start Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I'm so freaking psyched for that, cause yeah, I love that series. So having it finally come to have one of the games come to PC, I'm all ready for it. And I'm gonna tweak that, make sure it's all ready to go, because yeah, we're gonna be diving right into it and just gonna have ourselves a good time. Oh man. But for now, I think I will go see if there's someone here I can raid. There are probably plenty of folks, but let's see what we got here. It's on tonight. Send you all off to seen quite a few folks play BattleBit Remastered. Oh, some of my friends play that. It's like old school Battlefield. I admit, I don't play old school Battlefield, so it's like quite old as much meaning. They seem to really dig it, so they tried to convince me to pick it up, but I have not, because I've kind of spent my money on other games. Boy, it feels like we just went on divergent paths this season. It's like when they were playing Diablo 4, I'm sitting here picking up Street Fighter 6, and now I forget what his game that came out recently, but I'm sitting here like I kind of want to get Ratchet and Clank instead, and I did, and now I'm gonna that. Thankfully, we all have Game Pass, so we all have like very common points of games we could actually play. Problem with that. Because, hey, we all have different interests, and, you know, that's totally cool. Like, I know they played tons of Overwatch 2, and I have barely touched that game. I don't know if I really want to touch it at any point, because I think the main reason I would have picked up Overwatch 2 was for the single-player stuff, but since they've kind of axed the big feature that would have brought me back, feel as incentivized. Get back up, even if it is free to play now. And it's a shame what happened to it. See. Folks at this hour. Let's have a down and select one. Yeah, now that I think about it, Five Nights at Freddy, that newest Five Nights at Freddy's game has a new DLC out as well. I've seen some people play that, though, again, horror ain't my thing, so I haven't touched that. Someone playing Sims 4 as well. I think that got like a new expansion as well. I've heard things of varying quality about that, so. Oh yeah, plenty of Pikmin 4 as well, because that game came out on Friday? Long awaited. Imagine people are real excited for that. Yeah, Pikmin's a good series. It's like Nintendo's take on RTS and some real cute plant-like creatures that have won people over a lot. So, hey, good on them. Oh man. Some Dead by Daylight as well. I think Nick Cage came out not that long ago, so pretty cool. I spotted someone. It's a real bummer. Finding any playing racing game on my list. There's one last week for Speed. It's taken offline, but there are a bunch of shall we say proprietary clients that have popped up since then. But Shay probably says something about the game that people are willing to kind of put in the effort to keep it alive in some form or another, right? I swear I'll pick someone to decide on someone. Someone. Get the feeling I've or but do it again. Yeah. And there's like plenty more people. Me just trying to fill in dead air. I try to figure something out. I think it would be easy, right? Just pick a streamer, stick in their name, start the raid, and then say hi to them once it rolls over. And about your day, but sometimes the mind goblins just kind of worm their way into your head, and you just gotta kind of sit there for a bit and psych yourself up before you're like, okay, now I'm ready to go and raid someone. At this point, I might just raid into... That were the case, I would be down to 2. Maybe I'll... This one. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Oldie. Again. Really haven't streamed in a while. I don't think I've seen them on for a while, so maybe we'll just say hi to them. Why not? It's kind of funny. I think someone brought this up earlier. Let's see if that goes through. All right, cool. Tiki Milk is playing Valorant. I guess if you want to watch some Valorant action, there you go. All right. If you're joining in on the raid, I guess. Should it raid message be? Go with WSR primetime raid, because that's kind of where we're at the moment, right? This is the primetime moment. We're halfway through. Maybe we'll see what happens at the back half of this. Alright, yeah. If you're joining on the raid, hit them with a WSR primetime raid. Otherwise, see you on Friday for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.